You're with us on intervisionfm.com. And that's who we love and that's who we serve. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
It's running now? Yes. Hi, everybody. This is the Godfather, Soul James Brown. I tell you, this business is on. My man is on. Check him out. This is the Godfather, Soul James Brown saying stay with it and hit it. Okay, thank you, baby.
Okay. Man, it is so nice to be back home where I can do this stuff without worrying about what's it called? Not having enough bandwidth. and 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 you and everybody else who joins in, it's not like you guys get like I guess like voice cut out and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just
No, it happens. It happens. So,
oh
it is a
man.
good thing you're back in the greatest country in the world, United States of America. I'm a little biased. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Intervision FM. We
Right
got
on time.
we got it rolling. We're right on time. Got a fun set of topics today. We're going to talk about some poop jokes indirectly. We're going to talk a little bit about mules, or some people call them asses. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And we're going to talk a little bit about, just a whole bunch of other stuff. It's an open topic Tuesday.
Yeah,
Where do you want to start?
silly things that people do. Silly things that people do. Hold on, let me. I got to get this fake news out of my earphones. As I was listening to KNUS before we started, and every hour and a half hour they do the fake ABC, CBS, YQU, whatever news to spread their propaganda. So anyway, okay, getting out of the way. Okay, let's start off with this first one. A guy, he he is driving in nature, and he sees like a mule, a moose or whatever it is, animal standing out there in the wilderness, and he says, "Honey," to his wife who's in the car with that, "this would make a great picture if we go out there and take a picture of you beside this moose or mule or whatever." And she says, "Oh, okay, I agree." So he gets out of the car, she does, and they take this beautiful picture, right? And then she says, "Okay, but I want to take a picture of you as well," right? So I said, "Okay, okay." So he stands by the muse, and he says, "Wait a minute, I'm a man, an action figure. I'm this, I'm that, and the picture was nice that my wife took with the mule, but I want a better picture." So he
So
goes,
let me get this straight. So he's got a still picture of either his wife with either a moose or a mule,
right,
whichever. Don't know. Doesn't really matter.
right,
It's a piece of wildlife,
right.
ladies and gentlemen. You don't mess with wildlife. So he's got a still picture, and he's not happy with it.
No, he's not happy with it.
Tell
So,
me what happens.
so then he says, "I want to, because I guess the mule is just standing there, not really, just looking around, just kind of wondering like, who are these people looking at me, and what is their purpose here, and why is they're holding this phone up to my face if it even knows what a phone is." And so he says, "I'm going to get a reaction out of this more, and then when I get the reaction, you take the picture."
This will never end well. So what happened?
So he goes and he kicks the mule where the sun doesn't shine. Well,
So
this offends the mule,
I wonder why. I wonder why.
and then the mule does what mules do. It stomps on this guy, breaking ribs, legs, and I guess then it walks off, and says, there's your picture." So months later, after the guy is healing in the hospital and everything, people, officials. I don't know if there was a police or, well, you can't make a police report on a mule. It's just an animal out there, and it's not like somebody mug you.
You're right.
But they asked him like, why did you kick the mule? And his response was because I wanted a different picture than my wife, and, he sure got a different picture.
You got a different picture, all right. So part of the story is when you mess with a mule, you're going to get stomped down. Ladies and gentlemen, this is somewhat leads up into some other stuff that we really can't cover. I would just have you. I would just have you get involved at the local, state, federal level. We'll leave it right where it is. Visit useip.org for any sort of integrity issues that you might be concerned about with regard to the midterm choosings.
Yeah, yes, definitely. So it makes you want to say, and like, I don't know. I guess people are so used to like playing these video games or seeing these animals on on the TV or YouTube or Facebook or whatever they might, and it's just I guess they think that there's some kind of let's see negotiating process you can go through where
Out there, talk to the animals and they'll understand it. It'll be okay.
yeah, you could say I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. And somehow the animal will say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I stepped on you and try to kill you as well." But
Well, I got to tell you, Johnny, I mean, if anybody, animal or not, or even an alien from another planet, man, if you were to drop on into my living room and just kind of start walking all around and start filming me and doing all kinds of documentary stuff, I don't know that I'd be all that happy that I had a.
My God.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Just don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. So just think about that, ladies and gentlemen. The next time you are in the enjoying the forest. Yes. Yeah. Think about that and think that they're in their habitat and you're encroaching on their residence. And it's like, yeah,
You're in the living room.
yeah. Now, we'll have another wildlife story.
Great, folks. Check this one out.
Yeah. Now this lady, she's trained. She's a trained guide on these wildlife journeys, and they're even though they're on the outside of the fence, they have these cars. They drive by, and I guess they have some that you can you're actually out there in the wild with the animals. But this one was there was a fence dividing between the tour and and the animal, and
Okay.
so the people. Wait a minute. Let me tell Ricky. Hey Ricky, let me give you a call back. I'm doing my show at 9 o'clock now, so I'll call you back in about 30. All right. All right. Okay. So they get out of the bus or whatever, and so the audience they say, are these are they lions? Are they aggressive? Right? And let's see. And let me tell you a little story about lions and lioness and stuff like that. When a lion, say like a lioness, she loses her husband for whatever reason, and she has children by that husband, and a new lion said, "I'm going to take over. You're going to be my new woman." It's normal in that
And
atmosphere for
oh,
him to kill all the previous kids.
absolutely,
And
absolutely. Want the
and
competition? Have to start over.
he said, there's no your kids are my kids. There's no I'll feed them just like my kids. They're gone, right?
So no
And
blended family in
huh?
the animal kingdom when it comes to lions, the king and queens of the jungle. Wow.
Yeah. So okay, so for the person asked, and I didn't know this. I'm you know older than dirt. I didn't know this until my daughter told me because I really don't want to meet a lion in person. I have no desire. I go to the zoo every once in a while, and I have no desire to ever get in a cage with a lion just to find out why he's called the king of the jungle. No need. So she, with the perfume and pretty hair and all this kind of stuff, she says, "No, these lions are not aggressive." So she thinks like with the guy, with the guy, you could probably just stroke him on the cheek, and the guy just melts and say, "Oh yes, that's so nice of you." And so she did that female charm to this lion.
Well, I bet you
Well,
that didn't end well.
yeah. Well, I guess the lion looked at her and said, "You look like a good side of beef." And as he was ripping her arm off, the audience learned that she was a liar. These animals are aggressive, and especially if they see dinner, not at dinner time, but just dinner indiscriminately there. So months later, after she's healed and she's sitting on the couch with one arm missing, because I guess they couldn't retrieve the arm because the lion took it and said, "Okay, this is my rib or my what is
My
it called? My wing, chicken
wing.
wing." Yeah, yeah. I guess they couldn't fix it back enough where they could reattach it.
Wow.
She's sitting on the couch and they ask her, "Are you going to sue the sanctuary?" And she says, "No, I'm not going to sue them, but I hope this, if she decides to go back into the business, she'll have the right answer when people ask, 'Are these animals aggressive?' And she'll say, 'You see my missing arm?' That will answer the question for them if they should ask that question.
Here's an
Okay.
interesting question for folks out there that may be well versed in the Bible, and it does have a little bit to do with the lion story that Johnny just talked about. In the Bible, there were rumors that it used to say that the lion would lay down with the lamb. You remember that, Johnny? Or
Yes. Yes.
unfortunately, it's never said that. And although I do remember specifically reading it, it's one of my favorite passages in the book. If you go to Isaiah chapter 11, verse 6, where it used to live, where the lion used to lay down with the lamb, it's no longer. Um, the fold, I'm sorry, the wolf now dwells with the sheep, which is kind of odd. That's just a kind of a thing that makes you go, hmm. And I'm trying to reach to try to sort of connect that with the dots with regard to the lion, and the idea being that wild animals such as the lion needs to be respected at all times, even if they're behind a fence. Uh,
Yes.
to all wild animals, as a matter of fact, and whether or not the lion lays down with the lamb and Satan, the ultimate liar, came in and removed that physically from all the Bibles or not. Um, that there is a time when the king and the creator of the universe will indeed come back for his people. And it's easy to get saved today. Just go ahead and hit 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and come into your heart. That's about the extent of it. And then the real rocket ride begins.
This is true. This is true. So I don't know. People, you have to you have to think about what you're doing as well. I mean, and yeah, I mean, we look forward for that time where, the lion will sit beside the lion and it's all good. But until that time comes, a lion is a lion and a bear is a bear, and the two shall not part or part ways or something like that. Hey,
Basically, they're to be respected. You definitely want to give wildlife its proper place and its proper birth, and you know, kind of really just sort of respect it.
yeah. Hey, let's give props to who's sponsoring the show today, and
Hey, let's.
we'll be right back.
Christian Brothers Moving Company takes care of you by taking care of your family's moving needs. Give them a call, 303-526-2630, and tell them that you heard about them on Intervision. Get the best moving experience you've ever had with Christian Brothers Moving Company, 303-526-2630. That's 303-526-2630. Christian Brothers is a proud underwriter of Intervision. Call them now, 303-526-2630.
Ah, yes. And we'd like to thank them for sponsoring like a year worth of our shows. And if you want to be a sponsor, just email us at info at innovationfm.com. That's info at innovationfm. And if and you should hear from us within 24 hours. Sometimes I get, you know what I found out, Alan? I got to clean out that mailbox because for some reason it gets cluttered. And I guess once they get your email address, they just shoot everything at you. So
That's
sometimes I got to clean it out.
Well, let me know how I can help with any of that, man. I know you're a one-man operation, on Greeley, but yeah.
Yeah, I should give you like the login and the password of that because it's very simple. It says, and I think that's the only one that gets clogged up like that. And man, it's like, I try to send it directly to this, to my main email address, but sometimes it gets clogged. So I'm gonna check it today, and I'll pass that information off to you as well, so we can just keep the traffic going. So if you've been and you can leave some comments in the comment line. Don't forget the subscribe, thumbs up, everybody, and so it helps the algorithms. I found that a lot of people have been listening to some of our music that we sponsor, and so 82% of you have found the show through some of our music on other on YouTube and so forth. And so we'd like to thank you for coming over and joining us for this show. Okay?
Absolutely. And you kicked off a bunch of new stuff as well. You got a story time hour that runs 7 days a week. I guess, what is that, noon to 1 Mountain Standard Time?
No, 11 to 1. 11 to 1. Oh. Yeah. And that's like 7 days a week. We figure keep it at that time. And if you run like what's called like a school for children, hey, that could be story time for them, man. Because
absolutely.
Definitely. And then we have interviews, and this is what I did. Because sometimes before it was just playing the same interview week after week, and I said, okay, I have this. The guy with Ira, they helped me, and they said, well, let's just make it's going to be a Monday interview on that day. Different, then a different one Tuesday, different one Wednesday, Friday. So Monday through Friday there will be a different interview on each day, and so I figured out how to do that through Ira, and so there we have a variety. And then let's see. After that, we have a new show by Aaron Opinions, and that's
Thursday, isn't it?
Yes, Thursday from 4 to 5:30. Give or take. Sometimes the show goes a little bit long. Sometimes it stays within that hour span. But we gave him like a full like 90 minutes for his show, and so I'll be downloading and putting that in place for the kickoff will be this Thursday. Then let's see, what else do we have? Oh, then on Fridays we have and then of course we have the morning show from 8 until 10. So my morning show is I'm in two places at once. So I'm doing the morning show over there, and I'm doing this show over here, and that's from 8 to 10 a.m. Then we have on Fridays the Alfonso Clone Show, which is traditional Mexican music and other stuff, and it's all him. He's all the voices on that show. So that's from 3 until 5. And then at 5:30 we have the Robert Randall Holy Worship Show, and that starts at 5:30 and goes until like about 6:30. So you could check. So a lot of good programming on innovationfm.com or Live 365 KINV as in Victor dash DB Innovation FM on Live 365.
That's
So
quite a.
yeah, I know. We got these call letters, so yeah. And the Reggie who just called me, pretty soon. Sometimes I call in on his show on
Mhm.
Fridays,
Yeah,
and we're gonna be sharing some time with that show too, and that's heard all over the Front Range of Colorado. So 560 KLZ, and so sometimes we drop in on that show and deliver our opinions as well. So that's on
absolutely.
Fridays from 9 until 10.
Absolutely.
Oh man, so we're all over the place, and plus on our 10 platforms here as well. And hey, having a good time. So let's get to the story that we was I guess the lead story of this
You
thing.
told me about this one while you were there, and I was super surprised.
Yeah,
What's the deal here? What?
well, I guess, and I guess I was just watching. I was listening to some YouTube people that lived in different parts of Europe, and because we went to Finland, and I wanted to find out a little bit about Finland and stuff like that, and so we were going to this concert. She was doing this lady. I can't pronounce her name. It's a Russian name. I'm not gonna try to. No, well, it's really a Finland name, but she used to do concerts in Russia when she was younger. And now and this lady's a real trooper. Let me I'll do a side story. This lady, her husband died April 28th. The concert is on May 20. Let's see, what was that day? 20 May 20 May I think it was like May 28th or so, like that. 27, 28. Yeah. So what a real trooper. She said, okay, the show must go on. My husband died. Nothing I could do about that. I'll mourn for about a month or whatever. But the show, he would have wanted me to have the show. And she's been married to this guy for maybe like 40 years or so.
Wow.
So, he dies in April. And then she goes on and does, and the concert was like 2 hours.
Wow.
Okay. And I mean, she just went boom, 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 boom. And it was
Oh,
it was in the backyard of this guy had a big backyard, like a acres and stuff like that, and they serve food and stuff like that. And so, you know, you might, during a 2 hour concert, maybe you might want to go to the bathroom, right?
sure.
Well, in Europe, okay, the front door, it looks like, solid door. You knock on it or you pull on it, it's locked, right? But if you go around to the side, there's like a little like windows on the side. Now I'm not
What?
sure what is the purpose of having windows at the side. And so my son-in-law said he went around to see if he just thought, well, maybe the George Jam. And so when he went around to the side to see what was going on, looked into the thing, he came eye to eye to a lady sitting doing her business, right? And what I understand, this is normal in Europe to have side windows.
Wow.
And
I don't even know what to say about that one, Johnny. Uh, I think that's why they used to call them privies or something like that because you like your privacy. Or, well, they used to call them the head because you do
yeah,
a lot of your thinking in those places.
all right.
Uh, on the restroom because you want to take a rest from prying eyes while you're doing your business. I didn't think that was a peep show house. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, and then at this event, because I was, I'm going to give this and somebody, some entrepreneur is gonna take this and run with it.
Oh,
Because I
yeah.
was kind of telling my wife at this event, and I know it's only 2 hours, right? But
Right.
if you've been to concerts here in America, you know that usually there's a long line at women's toilets,
Right.
and so they try to provide as many as they can, but for some reason it's always this long line, and sometimes it's a long line at guys, but mostly at the women. This one had only one porta
Wow.
potty.
Wow. One to service like thousands of folks.
Yes,
Whoa. That
and
wow. Somebody could really go in there and clean up. Just drop three or four more. I mean, they really don't cost that much.
yes,
Rent.
and I did an event at the Llama Park, and they asked me how many porta potties we wanted, but we had access to the swimming pool facility, so we said none, and we were going to order one, but we figured that, well, since we had the access to the toilets at the park, then we didn't order any. But usually, it's been my experience. I've gone to concerts, and you see like a line of them there, especially like the People's Fair, Taste of Colorado. It's just it's just what we do here in America. But and windows, there are no, those places are so hot. Once you close the door, oh, Ashley, you're joining late. We're we're almost done.
Good morning, Ashton. How was your day today?
Hey, my day was good. I was on the phone having
Yeah.
to take care of some stuff. I told the lady, I said, there's a show on, and I got to at least get on and let them know I had forgot about them. But I was kind of listening to y'all on a computer over there. And good topics, man. I love it. And I always give y'all the thumbs up on YouTube. So you
Uh,
guys keep up the great work. And I hope to get on here tomorrow. If you have this, I'm
oh
just
yeah,
so excited what y'all do. I love it.
Thank you,
yeah,
Ash. This is
but
Ash Smith, folks. She is an Olympic gold medal recipient
Yeah.
through the Special Olympics. There's a whole story behind her. You ought to check her out. Um,
yeah. And give the
that's
name of the book again.
The book is called Swimming Upstream to Realize the Dream. That book is sold at Walmart and Amazon. Some folks have also cash apped me. Thanks, folks, for that. Golden Ashton. So folks have been gracious in that area because some people couldn't, afford the book or what have you. But some
Hmm.
people cash apped me, and I appreciate y'all. So blessings to everybody.
Oh yeah,
we
definitely.
we here at Intervision FM support grassroots musicians, whether they be
That's
financially
right.
or physically disabled or both.
Hmm.
We also have a heart for those that are disabled and don't happen to be musicians, but
Like me.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Cash
Oh,
who make a and have made and continue to make a contribution to society.
Oh
that's
yeah,
right.
definitely, definitely. Yeah. So tomorrow we're going to be talk about the myth. One of the topics is the myth of they say on these shows they always saying like that Putin is the cause of our gas prices. So we're gonna that's gonna be one of our topics. The
Oh,
myth.
well, you know how that is. Everybody's, hold on.
Yeah, so if you look at your gas tank
Oh,
and you think it is Russia has anything to do with it, we're gonna lay that down and define what that means and what that doesn't mean. Um, so that's gonna
okay.
be one of the topics tomorrow. But but yeah, we're finishing off the porta potty story, and yeah, if you go to
No.
if you go to Europe, expect there to be side windows, and you may have to bring your own newspaper to cover those side windows up if you want privacy.
Oh, no.
So
What do you mean? Where are you at?
in
If there's,
Europe,
you said, let me
in
know.
Europe, in Europe, yeah, and when they have a party potty, it's like side windows.
It's
So
open to folks.
yeah, so
You're
we
kidding.
oh
You're
yeah.
joking.
No, we were there. I mean, my son-in-law went to the toilet and he
Okay.
thought it was it might be like jammed and so he went around and he came face to face to the lady that was there looking out the window. I guess I don't know why she was looking out the window. She wasn't
Oh,
looking
my
forward.
God.
She was just looking out the window. And so I says, "Oh man, Europe is just a
Oh my
different place.
God.
It's just a different place."
Oh my God. It's gotta be. I've never heard of that in my life. I'm over here laughing so hard.
Yeah,
I don't
never,
even like a bathroom with a window in it. Come on, man. No.
Yeah,
Wow.
especially out in the well in the concert type of field. It was a 2 hour concert. I guess I guess they figured like
Right.
people are just gonna hold it for that 2 hours. But for the one porta party they had there, it was window accessible. I guess.
That's crazy. In front of
Yeah.
thousands of people. You said a concert. That's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, it
I
was an
couldn't do
outdoor.
that.
It was a fundraiser for the Ukrainians out there, and
Oh
this lady
wow.
was
Okay.
doing it. And as I was telling Alan, like the lady, her husband had died in April, and she went on with the show. They were married for 40 years, and she went on with the show and did a fantastic
Wow.
show. I mean, it was
Oh
like two
wow.
hours straight. I mean, she just boom, 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 and good shape. I mean, good. I think she was like maybe 63, but
Wow.
she she was in good physical condition
Do
to
that. Oh.
yeah
Oh.
2 hours straight. You know,
That's crazy.
so no
Wow.
opening act or anything like that. So anyway, that's gonna do it for us today. And like I said, join us
I
tomorrow
love
because
y'all.
we're gonna break it down. This supposedly Putin and having something to do with our gas and food and milk and
Stuff.
other stuff like that. Yeah. So okay, God bless everybody. Don't forget share
Love
this
y'all.
and all that kind of stuff.
We will. Love y'all. All right, we'll share. Love y'all. Y'all have a good day. All right.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna hit some music to take
All
us
right,
out.
y'all be blessed. Okay.